Svana took up the scroll and wound the wooden spools to read. Nature, resource base, particular, understanding of interrelation. For so long as subjective perspective is confined to the innate mechanism, the organism will act in concert with the immediate environment of which it is a balanced part. The intentional understanding of interrelation is not manifested where perspective is limited to the innate mechanism. The embodied interrelation at this stage is automatic. The transcendence of subjective perspective comes about through and requires a consideration of manifestation beyond that of clear, immediate concern to the organism's innate subjective interest. The environment of the reflective organism is that with which it interacts. The substance of the consideration taken into account represents the nature of the reflective organism. By considering the full available import of manifested existence, and through its evolution, its potential, the reflecting entity may generate a rational appreciation of the role of directed evolution in the realization of potential. Directed evolution comes with reflective awareness, but it must be channeled through rational consideration if it is to act intentionally in support of the interests of the organism. Rational consideration allows the informed direction of evolution and requires the organism to appreciate the necessity of an environment that corresponds to its capacity. Where the subjective perspective grows without engaging rational consideration to its reflective awareness, its associated risk grows. Where heightened capacity develops in the absence of a corresponding rational faculty, the subjective interest becomes a liability to its environment and to the organisms that rely on the consistency of the environment. The rational faculty is the guidance system that regulates the more short-sighted empowered intent of the organism. It allows the organism to recognize the hierarchy of being, the need to attach intent to the support of the manifestation of potential through the choice of objective. Directed evolution must recognize its objective through rational consideration, or it will undermine itself in short-sighted attempts to satisfy its own survival instinct. In the absence of rational consideration, the survival instinct will cause the organism to dominate its environment without sufficient regard for the extent to which it itself relies on interrelation with that environment and the organisms within it. The ability to manipulate the environment is not proof of rational consideration, only of a base level of subjective reflective awareness. The extent of rational consideration is represented in the extent to which the directed evolution is guided towards a satisfaction of objective perspective. The realization of objective perspective by an organism with reflective awareness allows that organism's intent to be aligned with the requirements of the environment. It provides the principle by which further development of evolution must be directed.